Bye, Harry. See you tonight. So many memories, and I've not taken the time to think about how much they mean to me. It's time for a change. I forget sometimes how beautiful this city is. The stairs are better for me. Sure, I go to the gym, but will that see me through? There's a whole future ahead. I feel like I've had my eyes half closed for so long. We'll never make it otherwise. I'm going to tell him how I feel. It feels like I drifted into these routines. Some of the patterns are worth keeping. But, I don't know. We're getting lazy. I don't want that. I should have paid more attention to the small stuff, not locked on to avoiding everything that matters. Things are okay, but they're not going anywhere. I'll tell him tonight. I love that cafe. On warm evenings, sometimes I sit there with a glass of wine, waiting to catch Harry on his way back from work. The park is beautiful. didn't expect it, but I feel happy I've made this choice. Patterns. Every day that alarm goes off. I should change the tone on it. Though, Harry always sleeps through it, so that's something. A routine is good, to a point. I used to love this efficiency, but I feel trapped by it now. I feel like I've barely glanced at this picture for years. I love it as much as when I first saw it. I think I'll wear this one. It's Harry's favourite t-shirt on me. The same stories I've carried with me for years between houses. I'm grateful for everything we have, but probably not as much as I should be. It would be easy to think I wasn't happy. I am, I think. I mustn't let it slide away. I feel like I should try to break patterns. I usually use the bathroom first. Every change helps. Tea. A man takes the lead, Grandma would tell me. I guess I need to step up to the line. I've got a great thing here. She's a good woman at heart. Old-fashioned, but still. She's right. A man steps up to challenges. I'll ask Harry to marry me. Husband and husband for the rest of our lives. I'm not sure Grandma would approve. She's come a long way. It's hard to tell with her.
Of course, as Will's grandmother, I knew him since he was born. I visited him in hospital on that first day. I still remember the day that James, that's Will's father, handed my grandson to me. He was such a handsome boy from that first moment. Back in the 1980s, James was running 3 pubs in London. He was quite into that punk thing and looked a terrible state to me. I would babysit Will as often as I could to make sure he had someone normal in his life. Sharon was always reading. She taught art history. Never really made much money. It's good for a young boy to be outdoors, but Will never really liked that when he was young. Will had to play by himself a lot. Sharon had complications at the birth. so he was never going to have brothers or sisters. Sharon, Will's mother, broke up with James for 3 years at one point and took Will away to America, where she comes from. They had met through James's work. No wonder, really. There was always music playing when I got to the house. Some awful racket. Not the sort of thing a child should be hearing. I always turned it off. James loved such peculiar books, all those horror things. That one about the rats. Dreadful things, really. I don't know what he saw in them. I suppose I sound old-fashioned. But there are appropriate ways to raise a child. I only wanted Will to grow up happy and normal. I remember an evening where Will was quieter than usual. At first I thought he was ill. He told me that he'd been in a fight. It started because a boy had been picking on a girl, calling her names because of her dark skin. Will was punched in the stomach when he tried to get the boy to stop. I asked him if he had cried, and he said yes. I told him that big boys don't cry. I remember him asking me then, what do big boys do when they're sad? I told him that when he grew up, he would be a good man, able to stand up for others. I suppose I didn't answer his question. I told him that he was right to try to stop the bully. Now I think about this, he didn't seem much happier. What should I have said?